Hey friends, it's me, Suzanne Mariga, your favorite CPA, fractional CFO, and tax strategist for the 7-8 figure entrepreneur. And I am jumping on because now we are ready for point number six. Point number six in our series of Stop the Stupid Tax. Yes, Stop the Stupid Tax, meaning that these are things that I've observed that entrepreneurs do every single day that really sabotage their success. You know, it shortcuts their profits and really doesn't allow them to get to where they're going. And so today what I want to do is I want to talk about point number six. And point number six, I think every accountant will understand where point number six is coming from. And it's coming from, I'm sure you as an entrepreneur have been in a situation, you've been sitting across the table with your accountant and you're like, how much do I owe? Like, what does it really look like at the end of the year? And there's a subset of entrepreneurs out there that, one, have no clue. Like, they're not keeping up with their books. And really, this year-end finale that's happening is almost like a come to Jesus moment, a realization of they're going to owe taxes and they're not prepared for it. And it's really interesting when they're the chronic offenders, the ones that finance last year's taxes with this year's money and they do it year after year. And you're constantly having to reapply for an installment agreement. And it's sad because, one, whenever you don't pay your taxes on time, you have failure to pay tax penalties, right? And on top of that, you have interest. It's just really, at the end of the day, it's paying money that you don't really need to pay. You're paying money you don't really need to pay. And if you just reserve for it, like in Profit First, one of the things that we do is we recommend that our clients put away 15% of their real revenue for taxes. Now, that doesn't mean they're going to spend 15%, but what it means is they're just going to put that money away just in case they have to pay it. Now, you also want to implement sound tax planning, right? And tax planning is different than tax preparation, right? Tax planning is sitting down before the year ends, right? Because there's nothing that anybody really can do for you. There's some small things that people can do for you, but not a whole lot you can do once that year end closes. And just sitting down and going, you know what? This is my scenario. This is where I'm at. This is where I'm projecting I'm going to end up. And what can I do right now to reduce my taxes? What strategies can I implement that reduce taxes? And if you're working with a Profit First professional like myself, we're never going to tell you to go out and buy a truck, okay? That's not how we are going to have you reduce taxes unless, of course, you're in that business that you are doing lawn care services, right? Or you've got a plumbing company and you have to have multiple trucks on the road. That's the only time that we'll start talking to you about bonus depreciation, Section 179, things like that to give you deductions on that. But instead, what we're going to do is we're going to find ways to decrease your taxes while at the same time building your net worth. And what does that look like? Generational wealth transfer, things like that is what we're going to work with you on. So completely different strategy from a Profit First standpoint, because at the end of the day, you think you're hurting Uncle Sam by not paying taxes, but you're also hurting your future too, because you're increasing expenses for things you don't need. So definitely make sure you're putting away for taxes, make sure you're implementing sound tax planning, because we don't want you to have to pay those failure to pay penalties, right? We want you to be able to be on top of your estimates, have money reserved for taxes that may be due, and not pay unnecessary money to Uncle Sam, right? He gets enough already. Let's let him stop taking the people's money unnecessarily. So I hope that point number six was really helpful for you. And I look forward to seeing you next week for point number seven. And by the way, we're having a Profit First Masterclass where I'm going to be teaching you the ins and outs of Profit First. And I will also be covering tax strategy. If you go ahead and click that link above, you can go ahead and sign up and join, and you will get notification when our next masterclass happens. Talk to you soon. See you next week. Bye.